welcome back to another episode of Tasting Notes. Today we have, we're jumping right into it, we have a Hoppy table beer, another Belgian style like we did last week.
It's funny, I remember I was with you when you picked this one up, and you were looking for different breweries that we hadn't tried before.
Yeah.
And we were in the Allagash section. And I remember I looked and I was like, that's the only one that really interests me. And then you said it as well, and I was like, yes.
So, I wish we would have checked this out in the liquor store. But, so, in an ironic twist, the drink, oh, it says bottle on, never mind. Okay, good. I was going to say, it says drink fresh, and then under it, it has, I thought it was the expiration date, it said 2/8, and I was like, fuck. It says bottled on 2/8/7. Oh, no. 2/8/17.
Yeah, that's probably not as
It's
fresh.
probably definitely not that fresh.
I think it's 180 days is generally considered brewery fresh.
And we're like 480 days.
But
Well, you know what? This will really be a test for Allagash.
actually, saying that, so
Yeah.
this, let's talk about this style of beer. What is
Okay.
it? It's the Hoppy table beer, and that means it's a,
Belgian style ale.
but it's a quite aggressively hopped.
Okay.
Now, India Pale Ale was
Yeah.
originally created because they wanted to get British beer to the people in India, the Brits who were like stationed there. But the regular beer would go bad on the long trip, so they
Right.
added a super amount of hops because that way the beer would stay tasty and fresh for longer.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. This might be past its sort of ideal date, but then because it's so hoppy, maybe that's not going to be a problem. But then again, I've become quite cynical about that. So maybe I'm
Yeah.
thinking now the British breweries were like, let's just shove some hops in it, and so all it can
Right.
taste is hops. It would taste so hoppy they won't even tell if it's bad or not.
It's like but the Catholic Church owned like the fish markets, so that's why like you eat fish on like Lent. That's why you don't eat meat because then you have to eat fish. So they're kind of promoting their own brand. So maybe there's
The Catholic Church, first corporation in the world.
yeah. So maybe there's like this conspiracy in colonial Britain.
So this is interesting. It's brewed in Portland, Maine by Allagash.
Right.
And I just wanted to see the alcohol content. It's 4.8.
Okay.
So, which is interesting because that's, that is a table beer. That's like a
Yeah.
session beer. That's, nothing is going to work anything else. It's very hazy.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's got. I don't know if it has a. I'm not sure about the head because when I opened it, it was kind of like exploding. I don't know if you guys caught that, but which is weird because I don't think I was shaking it up too much. But
No, I'm interested because,
Yeah.
this is I thought this, as a Belgian style ale, it would be
Yeah.
golden. This is more like a wit beer.
yeah.
It's very hoppy.
It is very hoppy.
Um,
I'm not a huge fan.
no,
I think it's just. I don't really like all the hops, but yeah.
there's not a lot else to it, I think.
Yeah.
It starts off with like a crispness, like a wheat beer, which I kind of like, and then you get the hops, and then that's kind of it. It's weird. It's like it's a weird hybrid of different styles.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting. I don't think it's one that I would necessarily.
I don't think I would recommend this to somebody. I mean, I also don't really like this style. Like, I'm not really into like I said in the last video, I'm not really into the Belgian style ales. But this is pretty hopped up.
Yeah, I think this sort of for us. It's not necessarily a bad beer. It's just for us, it's the wit beer type style,
Yeah.
which neither of us are huge fans of.
Right.
I like the Belgian triples and stuff, the golden ales, and then it's like hopped,
Right.
and so yeah, that's kind of.
I knew from the smell, I was like, "This I'm not gonna like this."
And that's aggressively hopped for what it is.
Also, it's probably expired.
Yeah, so maybe that's.
I mean,
not bad.
that's also
In fact, Allagash, tell us
yeah.
what you thought of our comments about it, and tell us whether
Yeah.
that's just the style of it. And it's, to each their
Right.
own. You do you, as they say.
Yeah.
So it's just not our type of beer.
Yeah.
But tell us if you
Right.
think maybe the fact that it's old means that it deserves a better crack of the whip.
It's interesting because we always, whenever we kind of dislike a beer, we'll preface it with, not preface, we'll end it with, hey, this is just our opinion, feel free, and I think we do that just out of respect for the brewery because there is like a kind of a craft to it that.
I think it depends on because there were the Russian lagers that I had. We were just like,
Russians, Putin can go shove it.
He's probably watching this.
Totally, yeah. Soviet Russian TV, what you?
It's like, I too am a master of jiu-jitsu. I would enjoy.
He did sambo.
Oh, sambo. That's
Yeah.
it.
Not sorry. I'm very, very pedantic on my most things, but but specifically martial arts and my shirtless horseback riding presidents. I don't know what his title is
He is now the president.
He's the president? Okay.
He was like president for a bit and then his term limit expired and he was like, now I'm just the prime minister. And then afterwards he's like, forget about it.
I was going to say, it was like weird because they were like, he was prime minister and like, then he's president. And I'm like, they just changed titles for...
Yeah, he was just no like, reason. You know what,
yeah.
Forget it. Forget this whole democracy thing. We'll just...
After that he's going to be like, I'm czar now.
110% of
right, yeah,
voted
exactly.
for me. Some of them twice.
Nicholas, now me.
Okay.
Anyway,
we totally digressed then.
We really went on a tangent. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't, I kind of going back to the rating system, I would say, I hate to give something like a subpar rating, especially because, like, it's not a style of beer that I like. It's probably expired based on the label.
I think there were lots of beers from Allagash, so I say...
Give them another shot?
Yeah, I say let's do that. Let's go
We'll give you guys another shot. But also, feel free to send us some beers, or, send us some recommendations for what you think we should try. If there's beer, Allagash, if there's a beer that you think we should highlight of yours, please, let us know, and we'll promote you guys,
Right. Thank you very much.
Until next time.
Ciao.